going on? Now we have Freddie. He's in New Jersey. Welcome, Freddie. I know it's your first time. Thank you for joining us from Anthony's group. Sharif, this is a deal review. Would you like to pull it up?
Okay. I just copied. So I couldn't find it on Zillow, but I'm going to share the screen here. Here it is. Sorry.
There we go.
So Perfect. This is the property, 193 North Washington Avenue, Bergenfield, New Jersey. Okay, so I tried to see it on Zillow, but I couldn't. So I'm gonna go to LoopNet. Is that okay? All right. So this property, okay, interesting. So first of all, are you on? Is he on?
Freddie, are you on? I do see him. Let me just unmute him.
Oh, Freddie Maldonado right here.
Yeah.
Maybe unmute yourself, Freddie. Okay, so first of all, I see this property on a lot, as you guys see. I need to ask you a few questions, Freddie. Maybe Freddie went to have a drink?
Hello.
Freddie, there you are. Hi, Freddie. How are you?
Very, very good day. I want to. Wonderful day for me. I try to follow all the information in your package. I see you this property. The idea is to know what I do with this property, because how I can increase the value in this property.
Okay, so let me give you a couple ideas. Let's say you own this property. I don't know if you own it yet or you're just trying to get it under contract. But
no, nothing. I don't. I try to playing about the numbers. I try to understand. I want to know what is the idea, how you think about the business, about this property, because I want to know everything.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay. Is Freddie part of the JV, Ashley?
No, but he's a brand new commercial deal pro.
Okay. So let me explain a few things. I'm going to mute you because there is background noise. So give me a second. I'll mute you here. Okay. So this property, if let's say I'm buying this property, I'll be looking at this, showing that there is a street here. By the way, I love Google Earth when I'm looking at properties, because I can see that there is a street here, and there is a street here, and there is an entrance here to the building. There is a building right here, which evidently is this one. It seems like there is a driveway here on the side. So this is a standalone building. And the beauty is that front is right here. So people come in here on the side and park. And there is another entrance right here. Now I would I'll talk to the city and see if I can separate this lot right here, because it seems like when you look at other properties, like look at this one, look at this size of this property. You can see my arrow, right? You can see my cursor?
Yep.
Okay, you see this size? This could be sufficient here to have a land that can sell by itself, and actually would be maybe buy the whole property and then separate and sell this for the whole price of the property. So this becomes free and clear. I've done this more than once. I've done it for commercial, I've done it for residential. I've had properties like this and there wasn't enough parking, and I would go look at Google Earth and find out on a small street on the side, if I buy the house behind it, I can open it all and expand the space. I've done it for a property that 7-Eleven wouldn't go in because they said we don't have enough parking, and actually we took the property, residential property behind it in Los Angeles, and just added, literally just took part of the space and added parking. So this one, first of all, has a value because it may actually, you can divide here and create separate deeds. Deeds are ownership, 2 different ownerships. Who can do that for you? Usually a real estate attorney. You go to and you say, I would like to know if I can separate this. Or you can go to the city planning and zoning department, tell them I own this parcel of land, or I'm going to purchase this. Would you separate this part of the land? And they can say yes, but this will only be residential or whatever. And it's perfect. And then they can actually have you can have an attorney that will draft a separate deed that will have one deed and one deed, so two separate ownerships. Right now it's one deed, one ownership. This lot is like this in L shape. It will become two separate deeds, one commercial and probably one approved for residential build out. And then you'll have to get the entitlement, the utilities and all this. But this will have very big value to separate. Now let's talk about this front one. When I look at this, let's see if we have any photos on it. So it seems like, again, it's a standalone property. The area is pretty nice, but I don't think it will attract national tenants. Why do I say that? Because I looked at the neighboring tenants and they're all mom and pop operations. Like I looked at, let's see, let's go back to another website. Let's see, Coldwell Banker here. I think that's the one I looked at. And it had a tenant called More for Less. And that's what I hope you're getting, is the property more for less money. So that tenant left. This could be maybe Salvation Army, something like this. You could see the neighboring tenants. Where is the picture? See, there is decent traffic, but it's not like a major activity there. I would be curious to know the traffic. You can see there is no like McDonald's or something. There's a gas station back here. You want good neighboring tenants. There is some, it's like Persian place or something cuisine, I don't know. But it's all mom and pop operations. So this could be a franchisee. It's a pretty good size for maybe put a laundromat. It could be maybe the Salvation Army places. It could be used motorcycle shop. It could be used equipment. But what intrigues me is that the lot itself could have very good value to separate, sell this, and then rent this at any amount. It will be all profit because it will be free and clear. Very interesting to do that. The two other buildings on the side here, there is something that's interesting. You see these cars, if this is, let's say you own this property and you see this picture and you didn't realize when you were in your property that these cars are parking on your lot, but they're supposed to park for this other building. There is a law in real estate that says if somebody else uses part of your property, after a period of time, they can claim it as theirs. And they can literally go to the city and say, we've been parking there for 10 years and this owner hasn't said anything. This is ours. And then they take over and then they can actually change the plot plan and the design of the actual property, and they will actually go around it and take that from you. So you need to tell these guys you need to make sure, let's say you own the property, you need to make sure that the parameters are very clear of what you own, and these people need to back the heck out and park over here and stop using your land. If they want to use it, you'll have to write an agreement with them that they're leasing the space, even at $1 a month if you want to be nice or whatever reason, that you're going to share the parking lot because it's a shared space. But it's not. At this point, you have a clear parameter that this is yours, this is theirs. So if I was buying this property, that's the first thing I would do, is I would actually make sure this is the correct parameters of the property. I'd tell these people to back out. I would advertise this for the best possible franchisee, like somebody's going to put a Pizza Hut or something. And I would try to give them, I would try to separate the lot here and sell this one separately. And I would try to find out what the price will be for here. And that would be the price I'd offer for the whole property. This is where you can really make a lot of money, but it requires a little work. And as you do that work once, you now have a business model you can repeat and go look for these unusual structures and setups of corners of properties and make a lot of money doing that. You see? Yeah, these guys, something is wrong with the drawing because these cars should not be parked here. They should be backing out to probably this lane or something. Very important, by the way, when it comes to property spaces, etc. And this is where people come up here. So it's not like a very easy access to go in here. That's why a small mom and pop may operate best. Maybe a laundromat or something. People will pull up like this, but it's not going to be like a quick service restaurant. Here is, see, these are small tenants all around here. These are small tenants. So you need to make sure the price makes sense versus the rent. So you're not overpaying. All you have to figure out is what is the rent in this area. You can ask the brokers, etc., and then start backing out the numbers and seeing if it makes sense. Cool. Where is, I'm trying to unmute him. You can unmute yourself if you have a follow-up question.
Sheriff, thank you so much. Really impressive for your idea. Really, wow. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. By the way, opportunities like this where you can split lots and other people just didn't know or were too focused on something else can make you a lot of money. But you need to go and check with the city. Dealing with government entities is never easy because they don't have the sense of urgency. And after COVID, they even have less sense of urgency. I mean, I can't believe it. If you want to go get a copy of a birth certificate, it's a major issue. It used to be like you walk up, get birth certificate for a child or something. Now it's 3 to 6 weeks to mail it to you. Why? Why? But that's just the process now. Okay, cool.